it'll make you log off. And if you think they better than me, bar too high and it's hard to beat. Gucci shades hit dark, so it's hard to see. The easy part is getting money, but it's hard to keep. I know you're seeing that I'm busy, so don't bother me. Like I pass every test you and it's hard to see. You a shorty, you a wannabe. See me on the scene, you know that I charge the fee. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting up. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting. You can't even handle a like me. I own money and I buy my own. My wrist and your hand gon' freeze. Footy on his hands and knees. Who you frontin' on? Come on, girl. I know you a rookie. You got some followers, so what? Want you a cookie? I got promoters throwing shows so they can say that they booked me. When I walk up in the mall, they be turning and looking. No way, I went easy 'cause the pace I be pushing. And the store, I'm like, they like Rico, what you?
Good evening from downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, here in Rockets land, you think of Calvin Murphy, Moses Malone, and of course the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon. But a new chapter being written right now here in Texas.
Oh yeah, you think about Clutch City, Hustle Town USA, but put all that aside. This team for the last several years has been on the edge of success. Let's see if they can take the next step.
And when you think of the Rockets, you think fun. This one could be as well tonight. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. George sizing up Eric Gordon. Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Westbrook, down low Capella. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Goes to the right side. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George to the basket, but it won't go. To Westbrook. Stuffs it down with authority.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Leonard. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
James Harden. First couple didn't go. That one is true. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Westbrook. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Beverly. He gets it.
My man P-Bab. Never short on confidence. But he's found a way to channel all of that energy into becoming one of the league's top perimeter defenders. Look for some fireworks tonight. Houston once traded him for CP3.
Gets it in the left corner to Paul George.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Harden. Oh, he hits the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To George. Just not going down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Kawhi Leonard against Harden. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Shot from the lane won't go. Clint Capella, 2-4 now. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Substitution being made in this one.
Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams. And number 5.
Leonard over to the right side to Beverly. Clint Capella sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lays it up and in.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
To Westbrook.
Match up. Find the shooters. Get back. I told you the screen was coming.
To Capella. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Short jumper off the mark. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Austin Rivers lays it in.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
Houston with the basketball to P.J. Tucker. Had a chance, but it's no good. Williams into the front court. Down a point. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Paul George, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. able to convert on both free throws. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers to Fareed. Oh, he had it. Paul George to Beverly. Runner here won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
They love this hustle. Out of bounds the call off Iman Shumpert. It'll stay Clipper basketball. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Clippers, number 40.
Leonard. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. It's a big finish.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Shot for James Harden. Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Passed it off to P.J. Tucker. Harden. Even to Zubats. Sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Leonard. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Fareed. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have something. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
George picked up by Westbrook. To Leonard. Hit it, Fareed. Rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Leonard. Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
Consider no luxury lines for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Harden to Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, and we have a 5-second violation.
For Los Angeles.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Westbrook into the front court. Leads 3. Count the bucket for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Paul George. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. To P.J. Tucker. Paul George swats it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Tucker. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. George here against P.J. Tucker. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To George. Beverly to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, now 3 for 9.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
It's Rockets ball. Westbrook to Capella. Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Kawhi Leonard defended by Eric Gordon. That misses with a second to go. We've reached halftime with the Rockets out in front. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Harden with the basketball. Leads 5. To Westbrook from long range. Off the iron. No good. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Leonard. He drills the 3.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to 3s. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
And he finishes at the rim.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Cashes in for 2.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Paul George. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Capella. Harden. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Beverly. Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Leonard. And he hits.
A lackluster first-half performance, but this half, you seem like a different person.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Short jumper misses. To Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
I got ball.
To the basket is Harden, but his shot's no good. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Substitutions, Houston.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Gets it in the left corner. Fires the three, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. To Leonard. Oh, had him going there for a second. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Austin Rivers. Beyond the arc for three. And the Clippers have the rebound. To Leonard. Paul George fires. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Gerald Green to Capella. From the painted area, won't go down. Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Contested, no problem. Gerald Green with the three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
Rises for the slam. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Shot from the lane won't go. To P.J. Tucker. Over to the right side. Harden had made his first couple, but he misses there. Has a chance. A shot. No good by Green. Oh, blocked by Green. 15-footer at the buzzer.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Hey, double screen.
Westbrook to Fareed. Oh, too much. Contact. Free throws on the way.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Harkless. And the finish at the rim.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Harden into the front court. Leads one. JaMychal Green. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Harden has it up the floor to P.J. Tucker. Kenneth Fareed lays it in.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
To Harkless. Nothing going here on that drive. Harkless takes on Eric Gordon. Kenneth Fareed pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Harden to Capella. Works it.
I'm here.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
L.A. Clippers with the basketball. Williams on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Harden in possession. Up 5.
Pick it up.
To P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Gets it down to Capella. Can't miss those. To Harkless. For 3. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, Sign me up. The free throw, good. Converts on the three-point play, and the margin is down to 2. Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Tucker to Capella. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Beverly to Leonard. And count the basket inside.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Williams to George. Fires the three, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Nice finish at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Paul George. Cruises inside for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Westbrook to Capella. Big finish at the rim.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
George matched up with P.J. Tucker. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
George to Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Gets to the basket and scores. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Good. Off a spin.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
George trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from 3-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on...
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. Gotta feed my only son, gotta feed my little daughter. She cherishes everything that I taught her. Worth more than anything I ever bought her. Hitting in every track, I'm a slaughter. If I come up short, then they come up shorter. No time to bother, don't even bother. Oh, what your and my kids ever bother, yeah. I share some things when I rush. Be hurting inside, no one notices. Can't let them give me no notices. Just skirt off the ladder, no blow. When that money ain't talking no win. My piece is hitting like I got a pin. I know these don't want me to win. When it is eight, become a trend, yeah. I rob a man. Cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't got a lot of me.
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip won by the Houston Rockets. Harden. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Goes reverse to lay it in. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Harden with the basketball. They're down 3. Down low for Tucker. The pass set it all up.
Contact. On a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Stevenson to Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Gets it in the right corner. Kyle Kuzma. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Across the timeline comes James. Down by 1. To Davis. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Number 3, Anthony Davis.
Westbrook. Harden. James Harden. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
I got him. Here we
James
go.
matched up with Capella. And counted at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LBJ. It's a big finish.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Harden. James into the front court. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. LeBron James. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden in a matchup with Boogie. Deep left corner. Gerald Green to Harden. To Gerald Green. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Gets a look. Can't hit. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Eric Gordon, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
James to Cousins. won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return to the City of Angels after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay. Well, you win.
James, down for McGee. Trying to cash in. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Rockets have the ball.
I got ball.
Takes stock of the floor. Westbrook to Fareed. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
LeBron against the former MVP.
Come on. Trap.
LeBron James. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
See, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. LBJ has it. Clint Capella, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden in possession. Down 6. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
James against Harden. Driving right to the basket. James to Davis.
Hey, come set me one.
Anthony Davis. He's 2 for 2 now.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
Gordon with it. Now down 6. Capella down low to Fareed. Oh, nice find for the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
James cleaning the offensive glass. Davis to James. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound for Capella. To Harden. Tucker. Harden to Capella. Anthony Davis pins it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Harden. They get it down to Tucker. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Danny Green, guarded by Clint Capella. Here comes the screen. Danny Green to Davis. P.J. Tucker sends it away. It's Russ at the controls. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Green, I got your help.
Danny Green to Stevenson. P.J. Tucker rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Harden into the front court. Down 2. Can't miss those. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Stevenson to Kyle Kuzma.
Hey, watch this screen left.
5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Davis to Stevenson. Lance Stevenson with the dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Harden in possession. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. To Westbrook. Screen coming. Rockets with 4 to shoot to P.J. Tucker. Shot from the lane won't go. Anthony Davis. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Lakers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LeBron James with the rock. Here comes the screen. James to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To P.J. Tucker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. LeBron James here against Harden.
Hey, double screen.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Capella. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Stevenson. Down low Green. Strong finish. That's